But you turn to the kids, Bill, you turn to the grandkids. You just literally start being awesome, singing life out like a Disney song. You're just freaking fun. Like, this is inviting. This is somebody who's not saying, I want space. They're kind of going, wow, he's having a really good time. Or she's reflecting, going, how is he not affected like I am?
On Wednesday and then yesterday, it seems like more and more distance is being created. I'm out of town for work. I can fly back in like an hour. But I got a message on Wednesday saying she booked a flight back to Chicago, which is where this other person is. And the premise was to go to something with some friends from college or whatever. And so I tried to just respond and just say, okay, can we at least have a conversation about the logistics of it so it makes sense, because we have kids and everything else. And got met with resistance on that. I'm going. This is what I want to do. I want to have a good time. And so then I just said, I want you to have a good time, but I'm just not totally comfortable with everything yet. And so I don't know that I responded the right way on that. No. But I just stated, all I did was state where I'm at, and I just left it alone.
I think we talked about this yesterday on the call. Maybe it was the day before, guys. Like, when our wife doesn't respect, especially if she's doing things like screaming at you, physical abuse, other kinds of abuse, cheating, any of this is just disrespect, right? We can all agree. And so if you're at that stage, like, really, you're not going to get anything out of it by trying to talk about how you feel. A woman is naturally loving, empathetic, compassionate, nurturing. Naturally, on a whole, we can agree that this is a woman. But if a woman is not treating you that way, it's because you've undermined the qualities of who you want to be that would actually allow her to be that way with you. Okay? So sometimes we're tempted to run our feelings. It sounds like you're not puking, so that part you got well. But the part in the reset where I talk about now's probably not the right time. For you, not really. You also don't want to, like, I would actually just be going with what she's telling you, right? You're not looking at her phone. You're not checking on social media who she's actually going to be with. And if there's a reunion, you're just literally like, awesome, go have fun. And then two things. One, if you really need to go through logistics with your wife, stop asking for fucking permission. You be a man. Just say, hey, babe, when's a good time? Today at 4? Tonight after dinner when the kids go to bed? Whatever. I don't know. Give 2 or 3 options saying, we need to come up with a plan. Okay? Or if I can say something that would be better, it would be just fucking handle it. Like, she's going to be gone. We know that. So we don't need to know the details. Just be a man with kids and handle it. Okay? I think I want you to maybe just answer this real quick. You might need to take a minute to think about it, but do you think that you're doing it to try to bring you an opportunity to talk to her? Do you think you're kind of trying to see if you can get her on board and be a teammate here with why you're trying to schedule the logistics? Or is there something else that's like preventing you from going, okay, she's gone, I'm going to take care of the kids?
I think for me it was more maybe a little combination of both, trying to have the conversation to make sure that we are on the same page, because I didn't even get dates. I didn't have any idea when he was going or anything like that initially. It's just I'm going. And so I was just trying to get some of that information. Yeah, like I didn't have anything other than I'm going. We're doing this. So that would I was like, what?
Dan, that would be option 1 then. Hey, babe, I need to know the dates so that I can make sure that I'm off work, or I can get the kids to dance or whatever. I don't even know if it's dance day.
Okay.
Right. But you don't have to go that far. You just have to simply say it like, I need to get dates. When's a good time to discuss this? Just take charge. Take charge. Our wives are used to having to run everything down to the freaking marketplace pickups, the Instacart orders, the schedules, the clothes, whatever. So let's just go with the fact that she is doing this thing with a bunch of friends. Okay, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. We should do that anyway, right? And so let's say that that's what's happening. She really wants a break, and most of our wives wanted a partner for a long time anyway, right? So kind of like when you're planning dates for your wife, when you're planning things for the kids, you're making decisions for what you're doing after church. Okay, guys, you want to go to Dairy Queen for a Blizzard or McDonald's Playland? Like, you're literally taking control. And it's not of her, it's of life, structure, direction. So she's not doing this by herself anymore. Okay? Especially if she needs a break. Who was it? It was Maddie's wife. Just took the big break to Fiji or whatever. Maddie just took care of everything. Right? And that's what I want you to start owning, Lords, is as men with kids, we are involved, right? She shouldn't have to feel like, oh man, now I have to give dates. Like she might even just feel like, oh, I just want to be fucking alone. I don't even know. Maybe I'm leaving on Wednesday. I don't know yet. But by having the conversation and providing direction, you can even get that from her. That's when you're getting to the meat of it. Oh man, you must need a break. No wonder. Why don't you go a day early? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And well,
Okay.
none of this would work, of course, if you're letting insecurity run you, like what Bill was doing.
Right.
Okay. And,
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. The only other thing that came this morning was back to the I want space. I want time to figure out what I want and things like that.
Right.
And so I tried to stat respond and okay, so like what's coming up for you in that and trying to identify what the feeling was. Mm-hmm. But then it was just like hard stop, just please respect that I want space. And so I just, I dropped it at that point for now because I'm out of town. So there's really not a lot of point in even addressing that. So my thought was when I get home, if I readdress it, like, hey, just wanted to make sure you're okay, whatever, or just leave it alone and act like nothing and just go about the day, like kind of greet the kids, greet her.
Treat it like rejection. You just show up. When your wife specifically says the words, I want space, you know how I always talk about we want to get in her face, but not invade her space, right? Well, if you start asking what's coming up for you right there, what are you really feeling? You start to half wrap somebody who wants space, what's going to happen? She's going to be like, fuck you. I just told you I don't want to talk to you, right?
Right.
And then we're mad because we got disrespected. That could easily be even in a positive relationship. She's having a bad day, and that's when you know, like, what's going on? What's happened with your day? And you start pushing. You want to fix everything, right? Same sort of thing. The goal is to just show up, right? If you're inviting, so let's say she says I want space, and she's doing whatever she's doing in the house. Okay, this could be you too, Bill. Your wife's on the other end, right? But you turn to the kids. Bill, you turn to the grandkids. You just literally start being awesome, singing life out like a Disney song. You're just freaking fun. Like, this is inviting. This is somebody who's not saying, I want space. They're kind of going, wow, he's having a really good time. Or she's reflecting going, how is he not affected like I am? Like, how is this not, what's so fucking special right now? Good. All of these things are when you're continually showing up and she gets to run into the side of your car and you get to respond, not react. And you get to prove you're a new man without having to prove anything. You're just proud of who you are. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. Cool. Thanks.
You got it.